Good morning, third grade. Today we're going to learn about multiplying two-digit numbers by single-digit numbers 2 through 9. There's 4 steps that we're going to talk through here in this lesson today, and then I'll have you work on doing some practice with that to make sure you understand how to multiply those two-digit numbers by those single-digit numbers 2 through 9. So I've got 4 steps written up here on the board. Step 1, we're going to multiply the number in the ones place. So we're going to multiply by the number in the ones place. So I'm going to write a problem up over here. Say we have the problem 14 times 2. So in this first step here where I say multiply by the number in the ones place, this number 4 is in the ones place. So I'm going to take my single digit number here 2, and I'm going to multiply it times the number in the ones place, 4. That's going to give me the number 8. So I'm going to write that right underneath there. You know that 4 times 2 is 8. That's where it goes. My second step is carry a 10 if needed. Now this, when I multiplied it, didn't have a 10, so I don't have to carry a 10, so I don't have to worry about that. Step 3, multiply by the number in the tens place. So now I go back to this two-digit number here. The 1 is in the tens place, so I'm going to take my single-digit number 2 and multiply it times the 1 that's in the tens place. 2 times 1 is 2, and that answer goes down in the tens place here, right there. And then, step 4, I add the 10 you carried if I needed. Well, I didn't have to carry anything here, right? So I'm done. 14 times 2 is 28. So that would be an example of multiplying by a single-digit number 2 through 9 where I don't have to carry anything up to the tens place. Let's take a look at one where we do have to carry something up to the tens place. Let's take a look at the problem 12 times 6. Okay, so my first step, multiply by the number in the ones place. So the 2 is in the ones place here, so I'm going to take 6 times 2. That gives me 12. Now I can't write 12 in the bottom there, so I put the 2 in the bottom. That's my number in the ones place. So I follow step 2. I carry the 10 if needed. So my answer was 2 times 6 is 12. So my number in the ones place stays here. The 1 goes up above there, so I can work with that in a minute. So I've carried the 10 because I had to do that. Now my third step, multiply by the number in the tens place. 6 times 1 is 6. And then step 4, add the 10 I carried if needed. So 6 times 1 is 6, plus the 10 I carried, 1, gives me 7. So that answer is 72. Okay, let's take a look at one more. Let's take a look at 26 times 5. So two-digit number times a single-digit number between 2 through 9. So following my first step, I multiply by the number in the ones place. So 5 times 6 is 30. Now I can't write 30 down here, so I write the 0 from the ones place here. I carry the 3 from the tens place like it says in step 2 here, and put that above the tens. Step 3 then, multiply by the number in the tens place. I'm going to take 5 times 2, that gives me 10, and then my fourth step, I need to add that 10 I carried plus 3 more. So 5 times 2 is 10 plus 3. So 10 plus 3 gives me 13. And so my answer to that problem is 130. So as you work with these, you're always multiplying times the number in the ones place first, just like we did here. If you have a 10 in your answer, you have to carry that above the tens place in the two-digit number. And then you take and multiply times the tens digit in your two-digit number. And if you don't have anything in the tens place, all you do is take 2 times 1, put 2. If you do have something in the tens place, remember you have to add that on. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13. And that'll give you your answer. What you're going to do in your assignment for me today is you are going to work with problems like this to show me that you understand how to find those answers. If you have any questions, please email me, send me a comment in Google Classroom or whatever, and I'll help you out with those. Have a blessed day.